There is a general thinking in those wanting to evolve that evolution depends on going to the right organic health food store. All kinds of practices like past life regression, Reiki, Feng Shui, personal channeling, DNA activation, astral projection, vipassana, group meditation, have been propagated by New Agey charlatans. They call themselves the lightworkers. Surely a pun, 'cause they are in reality evil propagators, beings struggling with their own soul direction, are talking about and actually attempting planetary grid restructuring. They are talking about third eye activation without having even a basic Kundalini experience. They are going to heal the world through their out-of-shape bodies and low-voltage auras. People find that no matter how many of these practices they do, the end result is blisslessness and depression. One cannot expect anything else from something which is done for pretension/image. The simple fact that all that is required is a humble attitude towards divine eludes them. They want to reach higher states without a change in basic internal attitude. The new motto is, I would do anything for ascension, but I won't do that. So, my home state of California is maxed out on lightworkers. Everyone there is a lightworker, and that's like talk about making yourself a target. There's no amount of goodwill from me, no attempts to keep lightworkers alive is going to work. Like, divine knows all about them, knows everything about them, and there's nothing that I can say or do in their defense. Like, it's just when someone calls themselves a light worker, it is out of my hands. And everyone here tends to have a more realistic sense of where they come from. Like if you have an Australian way of being, you're probably not going to survive the judgment. If you have an Indian way of being, you're probably not going to survive the judgment. If you're a light worker, it's game over. However, there are lots of beings in America with far more audacious titles than lightworker, and there's nothing that I can possibly say or do like is just so far beyond me. Like once people start giving themselves audacious titles, there's nothing that anyone else can do for them, even if they wanted to. So it's hard to spread hope when there is no hope to be spread. Besides having a humble attitude towards divine, which is something, it's a lifelong project, and it's much harder depending on where you're starting from. So, most ways of being are not fine. There's nothing about them that's fine, and I'm just so deeply ashamed of my own way of being.